Yankees are getting ready for action after the All-Star break. They have a 53-43 record, but they've seen their place atop the AL East slip away. Jon Heyman is in studio with the Yankees' second half of the season preview. Have you enjoyed your break so far, sir?
My break was being in Atlanta, Georgia, covering the All-Star game.
Okay.
I enjoyed it,
All
though.
right.
I enjoyed it.
Hardest working man in baseball. So we're going to role play here a little bit to start things off. You're not Jon Heyman. You're Brian Cashman. Trade deadline is right around the corner. So what positions do you need to address for this season?
You start with an easy one, third base. I mean, come on. They got two guys hitting 149 at third base. You got to replace that, right? I mean, Vivas, Peraza, good defensively, but you got to be able to hit. You cannot have a guy hitting 149, whether it be a placeholder like IKF or Rengifo or a star like Suarez, who I saw in Georgia. You have got to do something. Suarez would be fantastic. That's the first choice. Obviously, I don't even have to ask. It's so clear he's the best guy out there. 31 home runs, 78 RBIs, leads the National League. Good defensively. Ryan McMahon, good choice, very good defensively. He's come on, did not have a good April, but solid player with a reasonable contract. And I like Brian Hayes, who's a very, very good defensive, needs a change of scenery. But they got a lot of choices out there, potentially. We're not sure Suarez is going to be available. That's the one little bit of an issue.
He was kind of politicking while he was out there as well.
Is that what you thought that was?
That's politicking,
You're reading between the lines.
As a former player, when you're trying to get out of somewhere, you mention that team, how hungry they are, and how they want to win.
I will say this. It's an advantage to be traded if you're Suarez, because if they don't trade him, he's going to get slapped with that qualifying offer, and he's going to have to turn it down based on the year he had, and that's going to affect his free agency. So I think a lot of these guys on these teams that are on the cusp, who are stars and will get that qualifying offer, will want to go. That's pretty good. You picked up that he won. I just thought he was being kind to the Yankees. Good for you.
I picked up on that. All right, let's talk about the return of Luis Gil. He hasn't pitched in the majors all season, but he did have his first rehab start this week. He looked good. Aaron Boone pretty much said that he's not touching a major league mound until he's built up to throw about 85 to 90 pitches. That rotation has been completely decimated with injuries. Do you expect Luis Gil, when he returns, to make an immediate impact to this squad?
Well, I'm not a doctor, but I'll say this. He was fantastic on the mound for the Yankees. A little bit of a blip there in the middle, but otherwise great. Rookie of the year, well-deserved, terrific, talented arm. I mean, he was the most unhittable guy in the game for a little while, at least at the start of things. That would be huge if he is able to go. But as I said, I'm not a doctor. I can't predict. The lat is a tricky thing. They've been very cautious about it. Good for them. I mean, it always takes a while. It takes 3 months or more. We saw A.J. Minter go out for the year with the lat, right? He needed surgery. Gil was able to avoid the surgery, rehab it, and bring it back. I'm glad they're being cautious. That's the way to be about it. But, I mean, obviously they need him right now. They need that starter because they're going to miss Clark Schmidt in a big, big way.
So let's say they don't dress a starter at the trade deadline, and it takes a little bit of time for Luis Gil to kind of get back to his A game. Do they have the bats to survive mediocre pitching, or what the pitching is right now?
I think their hitting is good. Obviously, they've gone through a kind of a dry spell with that 2 6-game losing streaks. Obviously, they got Judge, the best hitter in the game. Nobody else has a 1,200 OPS or even an 1,100. He's over 1,200. I mean, their bats, I think, are pretty good. They'd like to be more right-handed. Suarez would help there as well. That would be a plus. But right now, I like their offense a lot. Grisham has done more than expected. I think Rice has shown pretty big power. I mean, obviously, it's been a little bit of a disappointment for some of the kids, right? Volpe and Wells have not quite lived up to expectations. But overall, and Bellinger's been great lately, right? Overall, I think that Yankee offense is pretty darn good. Third base, they need to fill in, though, because you can't have a guy hitting 149 or two guys hitting 149.
All right, let's look ahead a little bit. They're going into the back half of the season. They're on a 2-game losing streak going into that. The 2 games behind the Blue Jays for first place in the division. They start off this back half, 3 games in Atlanta, then 3 games up in Toronto to kick things off. When do you think that the Yankees are going to catch fire, like they've done in past years, and regain first place in the division?
That sounds like a loaded question. I don't know.
You're the guy to ask.
I'm a Yankee fan. I don't know. I mean, Look, I picked the Red Sox, so I'm not going to claim that Yankees are definitely going to do it. I do think they're better than Toronto. Give Toronto credit. I think they've overachieved. They have a good team. I think the Yankees are a better team. I do think the Yankees will pass Toronto at some point. I'd watch out for Boston. They're on a 10-game winning streak.
All right. So what's more likely to happen then? Aaron Judge winning AL MVP or Max Fried winning the Cy Young Award?
You gave me an easy one. Aaron Judge winning AL MVP. I asked him and Cal Raleigh in Atlanta, Georgia, is there a race, even a race with Raleigh in it? And both of them gave the, public nice answer. Of course, it's up to you guys, whatever they said. At this point, I've talked to a few of us guys, and they still think Judge is the guy. I mean, to me, Raleigh's got 38 home runs. He's a catcher. He's on pace to obliterate the home run record for a catcher, 48 by Sal Perez. I mean, that's beating Johnny Bench, too. To be a catcher, to be squatting all that time and hitting 50 or 60 home runs, I got to consider him. I really do. I mean, I know Judge is by far and away the best position player in baseball overall, but I think it's still a race. I do think Judge will win it, and I think he's more likely than Fried. Fried's got a little bit of a blister right now. I think Skubal's the favorite. I do. I think Fried's probably in second, but he's got a good chance, but not a huge chance like Judge. I mean, I wouldn't say 100%, but it's certainly over 80%.
All right. Jon Heyman, thanks for blessing the
studio.
All right.
Good to see you.